Hey everyone, this is Suresh from Mind is a Monkey coming at you with another episode of Let's Check Out Some Diecast. So this was a very accidental find, right? It was total serendipity. This, by the way, is the latest assortment of Matchbox Moving Parts, right? So I just had to kind of like go back and count my videos to find that this is actually the sixth mix of this year, right? Ever since Matchbox moved into the, fully biodegradable, no plastic packaging, right? So last time we saw this mix, we had like the Harry Potter stuff, right? So that was mix 5. So I'm going to say this is probably mix 6. Although every Friday, Matchbox World will actually post stuff on their Instagram account. They've almost made it like a ritual, right? So they will give us a weekly update, like teasing us of upcoming models. But unfortunately, I did not find any posts about this mix on Matchbox World, right? But the interesting thing was, we have 8 models here, right? So we have 8 models here, and all of these are from a single mix, right? In the past, we have probably seen 5, maybe 6 models if there's like a super chase, right? We have seen 5 or 6 models come up in every mix. And the packaging wise, I think these are packaged as sets of 8, right? So you would always have some extras, right? So some of them would end up becoming peg warmers and whatnot, right? So I think this is actually a pretty welcome change, right? This means lesser cases for the year, but more meaningful releases, right? Lesser peg warmers and, lesser redundancy and more cool models to collect, right? So I, for one, feel that this is, like a welcome change, but let me know how you feel about it, right? So basically, they went from making like 5 or 6 models in every case to 8 models, right? Which is pretty cool because, there's like 8 unique models. So, and again, I'm not sure if this is a trend that will continue in Matchbox, or Matchbox basically, had a marketing or a production or a manufacturing gimmick where they packaged 8 brand new models into a single release or a single wave. You know what I mean? All right. So let's take a look at these models. So up top we have the 1995 Volkswagen Golf Mark III, and then we have the 1956 Modus Minor, a Porsche Cayman GTS Sport Turismo, a Range Rover Evoke, a 1992 Buick Roadmaster Estate, the 2022 Nissan Townstar, a 2024 Chevy Blazer E, and a 2022 Opal Mocha, not sure. The interesting fact is, that's a new model. So, we are going to be checking out these models one by one, but I just wanted to kind of like give an overview of what's in this mix. Pretty much, this mix looks pretty loaded to me. It's a very interesting mix. We've got some a nice balance between new models and some of the models we have seen in other product lines make a debut in Matchbox Moving Parts, right? So without further delay, let's dive right in, okay? All right. Also, this time I'm trying something new with my whole tripod setup. What I felt was earlier I had like a tripod at a certain height, and that did not kind of help me focus on the nice details or zoom into the details as much as I would like to. So this time I'm like trying something which is like literally on the table, right? It has a little bit of tilt that I'm like trying to use whenever I need to. So hopefully this helps us kind of like get to the models in a little more detail. But if it works, it works. Else, there's always room to learn, right? All right. So first up is the 1995 Volkswagen Golf Mark III, right? So this is not a new model. So we have, I think earlier we have seen this come in like a plastic green, or I should say turquoise kind of a color. All right. So let's open this one up. I tend to be a little barbaric about the way I open these, so I try to do them off camera. So, all right, so there we have the 1995 Volkswagen Mark III, and as you can see here, the opening part is the hood, right? Sorry, the opening part is the hatch. Wow, what was I thinking? All right, so there we have it. So we have a nice windshield and a license plate that says Volkswagen Golf. And honestly, with this new setup, I think I'm really able to kind of like zoom in on the details. So that's nice. Hope you guys like it. All right, so there we have a hatch with probably some luggage kind of like neatly stacked into the mold, right? More like thrown into the mold, I should say, right? Yeah, all right. So nice. So, and I kind of dig the metal flake paint. Are you guys getting in on this? Yeah, right. So nice Volkswagen grille right there. So there we have the 1995 Volkswagen Golf Mark III. All right, let me set it there. And then up next, not necessarily in any specific order or something, just just in the same order that I'm pulling it off the stack right there. So up next we have the 1956 Morris Minor. So now, hardcore Matchbox collectors probably help me out here. I don't know if this was like an old back in the days kind of a model that was like very famous in Matchbox, but I think this model kind of like recently, kind of like sprang back to life with another moving parts, I guess. And also, this was also part of the Matchbox 78 Special Edition cars, right? So this one is Morris Minor. I am positive the one that was in the Matchbox 78 was called a Morris Minor Salon. I'm not sure. I need to kind of like put those models side by side to see if that one's a hooded one and if this is one's a convertible. And the moving part is the hood. All right. Nice. I like it when, those things stand like that. You can put them on display. So, and you can kind of like get in on the details. So nice paint job, nice details in there, right? So there we have the 1956 Morris Minor, and also like a shiny metal flake paint. So that's pretty cool, just like the Volkswagen. All right. Okay, and up next we have a new model for 2024. We have a new model for 2024. This one is the Porsche Cayman GTS Sport Turismo. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So let's open it. I'm positive we have seen Hot Wheels releases of this particular model. So, and chances are Matchbox also had this earlier, but this is probably the first time it is making its debut in the moving parts line. Because whenever it comes to moving parts, the tooling's got to be different, right? Because it's got to accommodate that moving part, right? So the moving part in this one are the doors, right? So nice little detail there. Yeah, cool. Nice. Yeah, pretty simple paint job, but that's okay. Maybe they did that for a reason. Maybe this is like how it's out in the real world, right? So I think it says a Porsche Cayman GTS. That's what it says on the hatch right there. But I'm definitely loving the amount of detail I'm getting with this. New camera setup. So that's pretty nice. So there we have the Porsche. And up next, I wanted to check out the Range Rover Evoke, right? It doesn't say new model. So I'm definitely going to say this has already made an appearance in the moving parts line too, right? So probably like from a couple of years ago. That's what I'm going to say. So this is the Range Rover Evoke, right? And the moving parts happen to be the doors again, right? So nice metal flake blue. It's pretty cool, right? And classic Matchbox wheels, right? So we back in the days, this used to be the classic Matchbox wheel because most of the Matchbox, and when I say back in the days, I'm not telling like like 60 years ago. I'm probably talking like 10 years ago. 10 years ago, this was the most generic wheel that you would find on any Matchbox model, right? And then I think as Matchbox kind of like started, expanding on its product lines and working on the details, they brought in more wheels like this one and this one, right? So it's a definitely a welcome change. So nice Range Rover graphic there, and that classic green oval that says Land Rover, I'm gonna say, right? Okay, so there we have the Range Rover Evoke. And next, we have a pretty cool car, which is a new model for 2024, as you can see right here. Okay, so this one is a 1992 Buick Roadmaster Estate. Wow, it's pretty cool. I'm sure a lot of collectors out there would appreciate this because a lot of my collector friends growing up, they had wagons, right? So they had a family car that used to be a wagon, right? So that's why a lot of my collector friends here love wagons. And I think these wagons were even more special because they had that wood paneling, right? So what I'm trying to say is in the real model, this would be a wooden panel, right? So a lot of folks kind of like feel very connected to it because it brings them fond memories from childhood, right? So here we have the moving part. The moving part is again the doors. All right, pretty nice. And the good thing, the fun thing is from a price point level, these are not exorbitant, right? They are selling for like they're at least in Walmart's here in the United States, they're selling for $2.98 a pop. So that's like literally $3, right? $3 a pop. So you get all these nice level of detailing for $3. It is actually a pretty good deal, right? So there we have the 1992 Buick Roadmaster Estate. Nice. All right. Up next, I'm gonna say at number 6, another new model. That's pretty cool, right? So so far we have had this one. We know it's a new model, and the Porsche. Oh, sorry, I was talking about the Porsche. The Porsche is a new model, and this one's a new model, and also is the Opal Mocha. So that's a nice mix, I mean, out of 8 models that they had in this mix, 3 were new tooling. So it's nice that I mean, collectors are pretty much seeing new models in every release, right? It kind of like keeps the game exciting. So a 2022 Nissan Townstar. Now, I've been collecting Matchbox for a while. I'm positive this one has not been released in the Matchbox regular product lines. So this one might be like a brand new tooling making its debut, not just in moving parts, but overall Matchbox is what I'm thinking. So pretty cool, detail. It says Matchbox dry cleaners. So you see MBX is Matchbox. So now 5 locations, and it says, what does it say? It says tidy clothes makes for a tidy life. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's a nice one-liner. Free pickup and delivery, dry cleaning, laundry, open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pickup and delivery. Diecast collectors save 20%. Are you getting this? So it says pickup and delivery, and right below that, it says diecast collectors save 20%. Wow. I have never been able to capture this kind of detail in my previous videos, so I think I'm going to continue with the setup. So it's pretty cool. And there we have classic Nissan grille. Right, so it's really nice. I mean, the fact that I really got cracked up when I saw diecast collectors save 20%. Right, so the moving part here is a pretty interesting part. It's got sliding doors, right? So the sliding doors is the moving part, right? So I just want to make sure I get it right. Oh yeah, okay, it's not that difficult. So you just kind of like nudge it from the bottom, and then you can just like slide it over. That's Just one second. Let me just take this off camera and try to do it in a smoother way without causing damage to the casting. Oh, wow. Wow. Now that I took it off camera and I was actually able to kind of tilt it that way, it was much more easier. Wow. Check this out. Right? So that's pretty cool. Let me just zoom in. So that's pretty cool. So it's got like sliding van doors, right? So you could just like slide that right back into position, right? Matchbox dry cleaners. Nice, nice. Yeah. So this one makes it a very unique model because in the entire mix, this one's got like sliding doors, right? So that's pretty cool. There we have the 2022 Nissan Townstar. So also in terms of, the current nature of the vehicles, this one's like more recent because, it's a 2022 model, right? That's pretty cool. Let me place it there. And up next at number 7, we have the 2024 Chevy Blazer EV. So there we have the electric vehicle. Chevy Blazers are pretty cool cars. I like the build of the body. So it's pretty cool, and they also come in some nice colors. The factory colors that you see on road of Chevy Blazers, they've got some very unique colors. Like, it would be like a lime yellow or a lime green. It's a combination between a lemon yellow and a lime green. You know what I mean? So there we have the 2024. Wow, it's like most recent, right? 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, and the moving part is actually the hood. The hood, but not a lot of details there because it's an electric vehicle, right? So, but it's probably just got a battery unit or something, right? So it's just like the battery. I'm just trying to get the lighting so that you'll be able to kind of check it out. All right, so there we have like a battery unit, and that's pretty much not a lot of details, but a pretty stunning paint job. Nice shiny metal flake, just like this one, but it's a different shade of blue, right? So there we have the Chevy Blazer EV, and wow, it's pretty nice because this one, like I always say, I usually save the best for last, but this happened naturally. It's pretty cool. First off, it's a new model, right? And it's a 2022 Opal Mocha. I'm gonna go with Mocha. Forgive me if I'm getting the name wrong, you guys. All right. So at number 8, we have a brand new tooling for 2024, the Opal Mocha, and I really dig I dig the green. It's like an electric green, Yeah. So with a very light flavor of a metal flake, right? Metal flake paint job, very light. And the moving part is again the hood, right? Nice details there, right? Now I'm not sure if this is an electric car. I have not kind of checked this model out before, the Opal Mocha, right? So there we have it. Opal, nice. It's nice to see Opal models, right? But it is actually it looks very factory painted, right? But actually, when you take it close, you're able to see that metal flake, right? So there we have the 2022 Opal Mocha. So that's the lineup, you guys. So let me know what you feel is a nice model, a nice tooling to have, and which one's your favorite. If I were to rank my favorites in this, I think I'm gonna go with the Range Rover Evoke because I love the paint job on that and those classic Matchbox wheels. That's pretty cool. And definitely that 2022 Nissan, what was the name of the model? Nissan Townstar, right? That's a pretty cool model because it's got sliding functional doors and everything. And I'm definitely digging the brand new tooling of the Opal Mocha, right? So that's going to be my 1, 2, 3. What's your favorites? Let me know in the comments. Like and share the video if you do. And consider subscribing to the channel. And until I meet you guys next time, this is Suresh signing off. Rock on and stay awesome, you guys. Bye.